What is up, guys? This is Chris Roy 739 coming at you today, and today we're going to look at a deck. Just do a deck review of a deck that I made, and I want you guys to comment below and tell me how do you think it will do. I had this idea for a deck a while back using Phillipi Heroes, basing it off the Phillipi card Clement here. Now Clement, as you can see, is a 8/8 Phillipi clay hero that says while all your human heroes are Phillipi heroes, negate enhancements and characters except Phillipi heroes. And this was a pretty good concept, except at the time there weren't enough Phillipi heroes. However, in this latest expansion, they introduced two heroes that could be any church that you wanted, and these both worked out great for the Phillipi heroes. So I made this deck, and I am not that good at clay. I have no problem admitting that. If you give me Old Testament, even if you give me New Testament green prophets, I can do something with it. But clay is not my forte, so I went to the main man, the boss, the person who got third this last Nationals with a clay deck in this meta. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it was JD. And I just hashed over, I basically said, look, here's my concept, here's my ideas, here's what I think it'll work. And he'll be like, you know what works great with that? This. And I was like, okay, putting that in. You know what's great with that? This. And I said, yep, putting that in. And then I'd be like, I'm not sure if that is, how about this? And he'd be like, yes, and this goes great with that. We did a basic kind of, that's why, and I point this out, and I talked about this, is because when you don't know something about a deck, go to someone who has skunked you with that deck. I've played JD. I've beat him a few times. He skunked me with this clay a lot of times, alright? And I have no problem in admitting that. So I'm going to go to him with clay stuff. If I need something about judges, I'm going to go to my main man Connor, my teammate, because he knows he just can run a judge's offense, and he always knows what's in there. So main thing to learn from this, always have two people building the deck, if you can. So going back to this deck, it is a Phillipi Fight by the Numbers deck, focused on negating and protecting and big banning chains, but also having a lot of cannot be prevented enhancements and annoying clay enhancements. Underneath the defense, we're running a hand control, that is right, a classic a classic Pharisee hand control defense. Now some of you may not even know what that is, because it was so long ago, it feels like, since that was, but it is still amazing. So let's start out with the Lost Souls here. We have the get another Lost Soul. We got the Search for Evil Character Disc Evil Enhancement, negate opponent's banned abilities, my personal favorite. Everybody else's personal favorite is look at the top six. Always reveal that hand. Punisher Lost Soul, Revealer. Alright, then we'll go on to the heroes. We have Angel of the Winds. Angel of the Winds is necessary for this deck because it creates that added boost to speed to try and get whatever hero you need. Also, if you want to keep up with Throne decks, you gotta have this card in there, because if you don't have as much draw as Throne, which nobody does, you need that search for any card that you want. We have Barnabas, who's a missionary, so he can be a Phillipi hero. He cannot be prevented, which goes with the theme of this deck, and of course he searches deck for a Lost Soul. Can't get much better than that. We got Clement, the main man, the centerpiece of this entire offense, who just negates everything, 8/8, and the basic thing is that all negates enhancements and characters except Phillipi heroes. Then we got Euodia, which she doesn't seem like a big league card, but she is, because she prevents all these Old Testament enhancements that are coming back up. You know, Every Man's Sword, Old Testament enhancement. You know, all these old defenses coming back, all Old Testament enhancements. And she gets to increase another one Phillipi hero by 1/1. We got Lydia, who's protected from capture. It may use those purple enhancements. We don't run purple enhancements, but the biggest thing is she's protected from capture. So you got that nasty Unholy Writ coming up. Just go on her with a few little short kill cards and negate. We got the main man Peter, who just can't be stopped because his enhancements can't be negated, and he's healing all of our Phillipi heroes for free. We got Sinteshi. Not sure if I pronounced that right, but that's okay. He is the second centerpiece of this deck, because he can search deck or discard pile for a Phillipi hero. That is amazing. Plus he bans to a Yoda. and their band cannot be interrupted. So then we got Faithful Leaders, which is one of these new heroes that I'm talking about that gains 1 in church identifier. If an evil character is converted, it gains Clay Brigade in the same church identifier as this hero. You may take it to your territory. That is amazing, especially with this deck, because we just need that Phillipi. We just need that Phillipi brand. Then we have Generous Givers, which is the main bander of this entire deck, which bans to a Phillipi hero, and if you control a missionary, draw a card. It's so good. And then we have Watchful Leaders, which is the second main bander. I would almost put him above the other one. It may ban to a hero with the same church as this hero, protect that hero from harm. Watchful Leaders into Clement equals game-winning combination. It is so good, and that is the main combo. That is the big money that you're always searching for, is Watchful Leaders with Joy, banned to Clement, all day, every day. It's pretty unstoppable, especially when you add enhancements like Joy, which makes some CBN increase it 7-0. Word of Christ, which is a negate an evil card and may ignore or draw, cannot be prevented. Then you got Deception Exposed, which discards even an evil character, cannot be prevented. We have the Interrupt and Underdeck an evil character, just for fun. We have Regardless Protection, convert a human evil character, say no to that Foreign Wives. And then we have Power of the Cross, which is another cannot be prevented kill card. So even if Clement is up against the wall, he can negate, he can discard, he can do anything that he needs to do. Finally, we have Colosseum for our defense with Jericho, because we beastin' and feastin' upon all that Moses, all that CBN stuff. King of Tyrus, because big negates are good with Colosseum. Messenger of Satan, because we want to draw as much as we can off all that throne. Spirit of Temptation, because we're running hand control. And Spirit of Temptation into Proud of Pharisee is just... Proud Pharisee into Sorrow of Mary is just stinking amazing. We have Foreign Wives, because we want a free block. Emperor Tiberius is a super underrated card right now, and it's amazing. Look at opponent's hand and underdeck a dominant from that hand, because there's so much speed. It's really good to underdeck that one dominant at a time if you can. Emperor Vitalist, because we want to draw a ton of cards and we want to catch up to all those big lead decks that are drawing 16 cards a turn. We have Proud Pharisee to keep up that draw, play that enhancement. We got the basic triple combo with Entrapping, Proud, and Sanhedrin. It's so good. Then we have Persisting Pestering to increase that hand control. Sinning Hand, because we can remove a character for free if they have that hand protect lost soul. We have Regardless Protection Capture Hero, because Gideon is annoying. We got Discard All Heroes in Battle, because we can get by with that with a negate and Gam Speech. And then we also have Sorrow of Mary, which is the ultimate 1/4 reveal hand and underdeck a good card. So good. After all of that, we have our dominance, which is Angel, Son of God, a Second Coming, Destruction, Falling Away, Mayhem, and Vain. You'll notice that we don't have Shipwreck and that we don't have Martyr, and that's because Falling Away is acting as our Martyr, and Mayhem and Vain Philosophy is so important to this hand control. As I said earlier, we have Gam Speech. I'm going to use it probably mainly for defense. Offense has enough power, but every now and then I will use it for offense, just because it's that outside negate. Then we have Forge Armica Coin for speed, Hezekiah's Signet Ring to stop all that cheese. Letters to Philippians. Some of you may not know this, so I'm going to go ahead and read it out. On activation, you may increase a Phillipi hero 2/2 once per turn. If a Phillipi hero begins a battle and you control a missionary, each player may draw a card. It's super good, because you can increase your Clement, and they just cannot be stopped. Now, it's got 5 neutral cards, which isn't bad at all. It's 51 cards right now. I'm thinking about a card I can cut, but I can't find it right now. The reason why I think that what makes this deck so good is because it literally is... It is the new Clay that has the fight by the numbers, but still has options to negate everything, I think is better than the fight by the numbers that we have now, that can get easily wrecked by a random all Genesis deck that I may have happened to build, that you'll see either in a video before this or after this. Pardon my low battery there. It's so much better because it has all the enhancement and it has the negates. So, and then it's also better because it leaves more room for that defense, and being able to run this small hand-controlled defense that has a bit of kill in it, and just running cards that are just really good and can kill those random heroes situationally, like King of Tyrus, and just catch back up on the board like Messenger of Satan and Emperor Vitalis. It gives us that opportunity to combo into those really big blocks where we can discard all heroes in battle, or when we can get rid of 2 heroes in battle because we get rid of everything in their hand, where you underdeck all those dominants from Emperor Tiberius into Sorrow of Mary, whatever it is. So that's what makes this a good deck, is just because you have the speed and you have the power. And that's the thing that you always look into the deck, is how does the deck work together, and where do the 2 cards meet in each deck. In this deck, the heroes meet with these new heroes, where it uses the identifiers to protect them from harm and make them that much more powerful. Whereas the defense meets up with Jericho being amazing with Pharisee defenses, and where these two meet is these 2 banders, these 2 little itty-bitty banders. Even though they may seem insignificant, they're amazing with these other cards, these other gray cards, and they make them twice as more powerful. And that's what you're always looking for in a really good deck, is that little bit of combo that just makes everything just flow together, and the ability, of course, to be diversified and be able to make amazing plays by having diversity in whatever enhancement that you have. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you like this deck review. I'm hoping that it does well. I believe someday soon I'll be posting out a video of how it does. But till then, I will see you guys next time, and you guys have an awesome day.